Hi, and welcome to whatsforchow.com. Today we are baking a batch of traditional Chelsea buns. This recipe is as close to the original recipe as you'll get, and every step is well worth the effort. To start, pour the flour and salt into a large mixing bowl. Mix until combined, make a well in the center, and pour in the yeast. In a small saucepan, melt the butter and add the milk. Heat this until it is lukewarm. Pour the butter mixture and the lightly beaten egg into the flour and mix this together until the dough starts to come together and come away from the sides of the bowl. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured work surface. Normally I don't recommend adding extra flour, but this particular dough is very sticky, so you will have to flour the work surface and add a bit of flour to the top of the dough. Proceed to knead the dough for 5 minutes until it is smooth and elastic. Place the dough back into the mixing bowl. Cover the bowl with a damp kitchen towel and allow the dough to prove for 60 minutes. After 60 minutes, turn the dough back out onto the work surface. Knead briefly to knock it down, then roll it out into a rectangle 20 centimeters by 30 centimeters or 8 by 12 inches. You will have to persuade the dough to do this by pulling and stretching it into the corners. Brush the dough with the melted butter. Sprinkle the Demarara sugar evenly over the surface, followed by the cinnamon, seedless raisins and cranberries. Finish it off with the orange zest. Start rolling up the long edge of the dough, keeping it as tight as possible without deforming the roll. Using a sharp thin blade knife, slice the roll into 4 cm or 1 3/4 inch sections. Lightly oil a deep roasting pan and arrange the buns in the pan with no more than 1 centimeter or a little less than ½ inch between them. Leave the buns to rise uncovered in a warm place for 30 minutes. Preheat your oven to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit and bake the buns for 20 to 25 minutes until golden. It is advisable to check the buns at the 15-minute mark and cover them with foil should they be browning too quickly. Remove the buns from the oven and let them cool for a few minutes before transferring them to a wire rack. While the buns are cooling, melt the apricot jam in a small pan along with a tablespoon of water. Brush the buns liberally with the glaze. In another bowl, mix together the icing sugar, orange zest and 45 ml of water. When totally combined, drizzle the icing over the buns. Congratulations, you have just made your own Chelsea buns. This recipe can be found in printable format on our website whatsforchow.com. Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe to our channel and we'll see you again tomorrow.